Hi everyone, welcome. I am really excited to talk about this topic. It's been just rolling around in my head. I've been like obsessively thinking about it. It's something that leadership said on a call the other day. She said, go slow to go fast. Go slow to go fast. And it hit me. I'm just like, oh, what does that mean? What does that mean? I've been in dialysis since 2016, and it has always been I think it's common in dialysis where it's like, hurry up and wait, get them hooked up, and then you can do things after the clock is ticking, right? Because time is time in dialysis. You can't leave until everybody's done. And if something is delayed by half an hour, then you're delayed by half an hour. And in dialysis, it's not a 24-hour job like it is on an inpatient unit or a hospital. It is, you leave when the work is done. And sometimes in dialysis, especially in the acute setting, it can be a 14-hour day. And then adding these delays, it's just, I can feel the stress of it, just all of the like waiting and looking at the clock like, oh my God, where are they? Or the machine's not working right, or the fistula's not working right, or the catheter, and you're just like, oh my God. And now leadership tells me, go slow to go fast. And I love it. It is making so much sense to me. The longer I've been doing this, I would tell people the pokier I get, but maybe I'm just going slow to go fast, because if I am taking my time in the beginning to make sure that things are working well, some of it, like an example, even outside of patient care, are doing water cultures. If I'm going slow and following the policy and taking my time and asking for help, chances are I won't have to redraw the water cultures. But it's not a perfect world, but it probably helps me from having to draw even more repeated water cultures, thus saving money and practicing stewardship. So that's just one example of going slow to go fast. I'm going to talk about this topic early in the video because I want you to hear it, because it's really been my experience. Go slow to go fast when accessing the fistula or the catheter. It will change your life. At the beginning, when I first started with these fistulas, I'm like, ooh, I don't know if it's in, like I didn't quite trust it. Maybe the return was a little sluggish, and I'd hook them up to the machine and my pressures would just go high and I'd have to stop, and it ended up being more work. It was just more work. I had to put the machine in bypass. I had to flush, and then it's harder to adjust the needles after. It just was more work and added more time to the patient too. The patients are like, I got a life, Lindsay. Like, I don't want to be sitting here an extra half hour. So they're also, I think, with education, they can trust the go slow to go fast. Same with catheters. Like, if I'm looking at the catheter, I'm checking the blood return, and if it's sluggish and if it's not, like, I can't get blood return on either lumen, and then I just hook it up. I just hook it up to the machine like, let's see what we get. I'm getting more work because now the pressures go up. I have to rinse back the blood and again put it in bypass, and you're just like, oh my God. Go slow to go fast. And then this concept, it's the possibilities are endless. The more I think about it, infection prevention, go slow to go fast. Excuse me. If I'm taking my time with fistula care and graft care and following the policy and really taking my time to clean and letting dines in the dry-in, letting that site, the antiseptic dry before I cannulate, and then the same with the catheter, really assessing that catheter, changing it when it needs to be changed, following infection prevention. When I'm accessing that catheter, I'm preventing infections, right? And what do infections lead to? Like more time, longer hospital stays, or added hospital stays, or like a graft has to be removed because it's infected, or having to replace the catheter, take it out and put it back in. Like, that is Now that's really saving time, and I don't always see that, you know, like sometimes I can be so like right here, right now, but if I'm looking at the big picture, like go slow to go fast. I've been working in the acute setting more, so I'm meeting like new patients all the time, and they don't know me. You know what I mean? They don't know me. So now here I am, the dialysis nurse. How you doing? Let's get you hooked up and let's go. They're just like, who? What? They don't trust me yet. They don't trust me. So it's been my experience that talking to the patient and really getting to know their dialysis journey and their dialysis experience. How's dialysis been going? Have you had any problems? Shortness of breath, and just telling them a little bit about my history so that they can learn to trust me, and then listening to them so that they learn to trust me. Because then, oh my gosh, it's so fun. It is so fun. Once that patient trusts you and you talk about dialysis and you talk about education, and then you see them practicing the education that they taught you, and let me tell you, they teach me things too. It's been so much fun. Go slow to go fast. So even asking those questions at the beginning, calling the clinic, like working acutes, my previous experience in the acute setting, I never called their home clinic. Sometimes they were my home clinic, they came from my home clinic, but I never, if they were from somewhere else, I never reached out to see what their dry weight was like or anything. And that's the honest to God truth. And now in my current practice, it's encouraged. They want us to reach out, get their dry weights, see how their prescription's been going, what medications they've been on to help manage their anemia or their renal osteodystrophy. Go slow to go fast. Like those extra things take time, like getting their hepatitis B status. It's changed my life. It really has. In acutes, I don't have a crit line right now, so I have anxiety when it comes to fluid removal. I'm checking blood pressures more often, especially if I don't know them. If their blood pressures are soft, I'm doing them at least every 15 minutes, because if I go a little more work, go slow to go fast, I'm going to detect that intradialytic hypotension earlier, because even though I don't have a crit line, I still have other resources that I can use. It's not like the end all be all that I don't have a crit line and now I can't take fluid. I was so dependent on that crit line to not have it. It's really helped me kind of dive into other things, like really trusting my assessment, shortness of breath, edema. Have you been losing weight? Have you been gaining weight? Listening to those lung sounds, seeing what their clinic dry weight is, because all of a sudden they're like down 8 kilos, 5 kilos, and then you get to communicate back to the clinic. You're like, here, this is what we've done, this is what their weights have been doing. So then they're prepared too, because sometimes they go to that clinic and now they're under their dry weight, and it's hard. It can be a challenge to want to remove fluid if they're under, oh God, people losing weight but also holding on to fluid is a whole nother video topic that I can talk 10 minutes plus on. So we'll save that for another one. Go slow to go fast. What else? So I guess I'll close. The go slow to go fast. Taking your time is not wasting time. Taking your time is saving time. You are saving yourself from future complications, whether they be immediate or long-term. Go slow to go fast. It's changed my life. I hope it changed your life. I had to smash that old idea of hurry up and wait. That idea is smashed, and my new idea is go slow to go fast. Thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe. I am so grateful for all of you. See you next time.